Aloha everyone. What is your manopono? Cookies by Roxy. In this video, I'll be creating 5 different designs of the Ranchu goldfish. Let's talk about the cookie. It is your basic sugar cookie. Flour, butter, eggs, and vanilla extract. Throughout this video, if you see black specks, that is the vanilla bean, because I choose to use real vanilla bean in my recipe. A pastry chef calls it the caviar. This cookie cutter was made by a Ranchu owner that enjoyed his fish so much, he designed it. And one of the Ranchu feature is no dorsal fin. The color I'm using is the Sugar Art Master Elites colors. I chose white, orange, red rose, and autumn gold, and did it in a variation of dark to light icings. The Chef Master colors I use for the airspray is metallic gold and metallic red. Just a little bit with gold to give it a rose gold look. Let the fun begin. The icing, the cookie, are ready. Remember the 3 sections I talked about: the fins, the body, and the fish head. Right now, let's talk about the fins. There are many ways you can achieve a translucent effect. However, today, I'm decided to outline the fin using a clean painting brush. Only for food now. Touch the outline and pull it into the body. Keep on doing this until you achieve the look you want, that you have in your mind. Could be darker, could be lighter. Just have fun doing this part, because you always can go back, add a little bit more to correct it. And in the end too, at the end of this video, I'll be adding gold on top of it. So you have that different type of look too. So you just remember what you're playing with in your head, so that you don't get hard on yourself in the first few decor that you put on the cookie. Just have fun in the beginning. So work on your fins, get all of it done, and when you're done with the fins, let's do the body. All right now, did you have fun doing the fins? That was kind of fun for me too. My orange icing was a little bit too thin, so that's why it came out a little bit stronger in color. But it's okay, it worked. So now the body. Outline the body and just fill it. Fill it enough so it doesn't drip over. You know, it's a pain when the icing drips over. Just fill it enough. Get a scriber and just work it through. Use the scriber also to take out any type of bubbles, because you want the body to be flat and clean. Because like I said in the beginning, the Ranchu is known, or one of its feature is no dorsal fin. So the back is just flat, clean. And I think this is the easiest part. Outline it, fill it, let it dry. Okay, in this video also, we're going to work on the head. But I think I got too excited because I could see it already coming along as I'm doing the icing, yeah. But what I did is I filled the head. But I think the better solution, the next time I do this, will be doing the airbrush first. But that's okay. You know, that's one thing good about art. It's very forgiving. There's always ways to cover it up or use it as part of a learning lesson, which is for me, a learning lesson. And what I mean by that is, instead of doing the head first, I could have done the air spray for the body. But it didn't happen that way. So I filled in the head, I let it dry. And why I chose to do the head in two sections is because in my eye, the Ranchu has a big head. And I think it's because of the way it was bred. It was bred with another goldfish called the lion head. So it has a big head, and I was trying to build it up so that it will be one of its biggest part of the body. Because the fins are very fluent and light and airy, and the body is just solid, the features, everything is all in the head and the color. But in the cookie, the way it's designed, it'll be in the head. So what I did is I filled it, let it dry, and I got my mermaid stencil out. I taped it up so you could only see the body. And what I did is I got my air spray gun, and I put the metallic gold inside, and I air sprayed it. And I probably did it like 5 to 6 times till I achieved the look that I wanted. Or there was no way to do it again. So I had to make sure that I achieved that look. So how is everybody doing? I hope you are having fun. Because doing this Ranchu cookie decorating, I really enjoyed it. I thought about it and I made sure that I kind of know what I was thinking about what to do, and decided to film it. Decided to show my progress, the ups and downs of what I went through. And we're at the last stage of completing the decoration and what I've done. And that is finishing the head part of the Ranchu, building it up, giving it texture, drying it, highlighting it, and then look at the rest of the body of the fish, correcting it, improving it, all of that. So the head, when I build it up, nice and smooth, I needed the texture of a goldfish. I needed the texture of the lion head. So what I did is I added some icing on top, not too much, a drop here or two, or a line here or two. I got my clean brush, I pushed it, the icing, the wet icing, and I pulled it. Push it, pulled it, push it, pulled it. And I even used the icing like a color to cover up certain things. And if I needed more texture on the side, I grab the icing, place it on top, push it, pull it. And I got the Chef Master Metallic Gold, added to my palette, got my clean brush, picked up some metallic paint, and used it as a highlight. On the tail, on the fin, on the body, wherever, that my hand went to. There was no rhyme or reason. I just felt, okay, put some there. Okay. Sometimes I can go overboard, but I think, hey, I'm enjoying it. And I like the results that came out. Texture on the head, flat body, translucent fins. That was nice. So, I hope you had fun. So, what do you do when your cookies that you just decorated needs to dry so that you can move on to the next step? You know, there are things you can do to speed up the process, like put it in a dehydrator and wait till it crusts over, then move on to your next step. Or get a fan, have the wind blow on it, wait for it to crust over, and then move on to the next step. So, but in between that time, when you're waiting, what do you do? Well, I also cut out some lotus flower, lily flower, monstera, and mermaids. And it was fun to do that, just, to use it as prop, because I didn't punch out too much, maybe just a couple. And it also gave me time to practice doing the lotus, doing the lily, monstera, and mermaids. So practice things, yeah? The lotus, how I made it is the 6-petal lily. I just twisted the cookie cutter and did another punch so that it looks like a lotus, yeah? And when I decorated it, I just used white icing. Trying to look for the petals and whatnot. But I did something really bad for me. When I did the double punch for the lotus, I couldn't figure out the petals. So if you watch what I do, it's not the same. It's not clean. It's just what it is. But it wasn't meant to be part of the video. It was just a prop or something for me to practice on, which was good. And the mermaid, I always wanted to do mermaids, and I kept it in the same color scheme as the Ranchu goldfish. The only difference was the hair. The hair, I made the icing a little bit more thicker so that when I do pipe it on the mermaid, you can still see the strand of colors flowing through her hair. But the one that I really liked was the monstera color. I mixed the autumn gold and the lime together, and it came up with that warm green. And it kind of matches the whole ambiance of the Ranchu goldfish and the mermaid, because it had that hint of gold. So it's kind of interesting how it turned out. I really like that part. But I don't have a video on that one because I forgot. Yeah, me, Lolo, yeah? But hey, it is what it is. But take a look at it, okay? Thanks. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe. And let me ask you, what is your mana pono? Leave a comment. Mahalo.